Can you take us through a little bit of that evolution with Solex?
So my family being watchmaking for...
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Okay, sick.
They were being in watchmaking for 40 years. And as most of you guys know, the Apple Watch has been dominating the fashion and the young youth generation. So the traditional watch business actually been pretty tough. Yeah, so we thought, NFT could be a good media to help an industry to transform. And then we start with our own. That's why we create a watch NFT project to help a watch business to enter the metaverse.
That's dope, man. Thinking about all your toolkit of language now, what could you share with our audience here on NG England that really maybe helped you along when you were learning here in Taiwan?
So back at the time, ICRT was probably the only source
hey.
from native speakers. But still, I think that's one of the easiest way, and then to be honest, one of the most efficient way, because in the end, you need to create a environment for you to get used to this language, and just having English playing in the background no matter whatever you're doing. I think that's one of the best way to do.
Yeah, man, I couldn't agree more. And I love that, you kind of grew up listening to ICRT. Just like you said, if you're listening now, you're already on the right track.
Yeah, definitely.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our show today. My name is John Drummond, or Yang Haoen.
Hello, 大家好，欢迎各位再度来到 NG 英文，我是 Angela。
We have a great episode for you today with my good friend Elton, who's known around the Taiwanese community as Elton Chen.
是的，今天我们的来宾除了是一位 NFT 手表达人，每天忙进忙出以外，也是一位新手爸爸，而且还是我们西平方 Charlie 以前台大 GMBA 的同学哦。
My guest today is the creator of Solex NFTs on the Solana blockchain. He is the general manager of Bellina Watch Company and the vice chairman of Taiwan Watch and Clock Industrial Association. He is a lover of helping people, building awesome products, and so much more. So everyone, please welcome my good friend, Elton.
What up, John?
What's up, brother? Thank you for joining us on NG England, my dude. Bro, you are so busy. You just became a new father.
Yes.
You are running an incredible multiple projects, NFT projects on Solana. You're consulting. You wear many hats, my bro.
Thanks, man. I mean, it's what has to be done.
Nice, man. And we were just talking. I didn't realize you did the GMBA program with our founder, Charlie, back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, Charlie was my classmate back in 2013. Yeah,
Dude.
So we used to play basketball a lot, and I was stoked when I saw the
Xi Pingfang.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is a place.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that, man. So
world.
Cool. Small world for sure. Awesome, dude. Well, I was hoping you could give a little kind of self-introduction. Who is the man, the myth, the legend, Elton?
Hi, everybody. This is Elton, or some people know me as Sushi. Online, because that's my name be using since college for my fraternity.
Nice.
Yeah, and then so people know me as a founder of Solex, which is a watch NFT project on Solana blockchain. And like John said earlier, we also consulting and helping a lot of projects to enter the metaverse and the NFT world.
Yeah, man. Love it. Love it. So much dope stuff to get into. But I was hoping we could kind of start with your origin story. I've had a lot of guests on here talking about crypto and NFTs and Web3 and all these buzzwords right now.
Mm-hmm.
But when do you think you started to get involved with, blockchain and kind of have that aha moment?
Well, I bought my first Bitcoin bet in 2017 because at the time I thought it was interesting to learn some new technology. But I really got into, I would say, blockchain technology and NFT, back in earlier 2021. Because by the time there's a lot of new NFT coming out, and then from my gaming company background, I'm kind of the early adopter to believe in these virtual items stories.
Yeah, man. So you saw that as you were a gamer, you understood, in-game items. You understood that there's, marketplaces and everyone's trading and buying stuff. So it made sense to you already, right?
Yeah, and then even earlier I was trading, the Magic cards when I was younger, the MTG cards. So, and back in the time, everything was in English too, so it's really hard to get and then to understand about all these, collections.
Ooh, that's some foreshadowing, guys. We're going to talk about language, that later, and how important that's been to Elton's life. But I love what you're doing with the Solana blockchain. you're creating Solex. So that's kind of a play on Solana and Rolex.
Yeah.
I love it, man. You know me, I'm a new watch baby.
Nice.
And so yeah, can you take us through a little bit of that evolution with Solex?
Okay, so my family being watchmaking for
what?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Okay, sick.
Yeah. So that's pretty much how we got here, because we've been in watchmaking for 40 years. Yeah, and then as most of you guys know, the Apple Watch has been dominating the fashion and the young youth generation. So the traditional watch business actually been pretty tough, for the mid-range price, not like Rolex and above.
No, right. Not the luxury brands.
Yeah, for them they're doing good because I think they make a lot of money from crypto.
Yes.
Crypto people.
Yes.
That's what I meant. Yeah, I don't know, but so we thought NFT could be a good media to help an industry to transform. And then we start with our own. Yeah. So, that's why we create a watch NFT project to help a watch business to enter the metaverse.
That's dope, man. Are you able to share what your family business is?
Yeah. So we open watch stores in department stores. Yeah. And then we do wholesale watches to a lot of watch shops.
Oh, dope. So so you bring over different brands and help them kind of distribute.
Yeah. We're like a distributor in Taiwan.
Got it. Okay. Very cool, man. Well, yeah, shout out. Then it's the whole family's involved in the NFT game now. They didn't even know.
Yeah. My brother is the designer for all the NFTs.
So cool, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, man. You're hearing this first time. I'm hearing this for the first time as well.
Yeah.
So that's beautiful. I love that kind of family vibe about the whole thing too. And so thinking then a little bit about, you're saying you're doing consultancy work now, right? You're helping people understand what is the importance, how to get involved, and how to educate in crypto. So what would you say is your consultancy work now with different projects?
With our success with Solex, so for Solex, we pretty much start with $2,000 and then we'll grow to a 8,000 people community, and then half of our profit goes to charity to help support mental health, and we already support 2 foundations, one in Sweden, one in San Francisco. So that's also one of the our mission, just to keep helping people. That's I think what drives us moving forward, and then people believing us. So that's why a lot of people they like what we do and they want us to help them. Help their project to grow, So I think that's how we started. Us, instead of we reaching out, there's people coming see if we can help them, and then in the end we cannot just do everything for free because time is priced.
It's money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
man. I love that. One of our mutual friends and a guy who's been on the show, TK, with MetaBoom, we kind of met through him and MetaBoom, and so. Yeah, it's really dope to see you're just, you're building this community here and all out throughout the world, really.
Yeah.
And so would there be any advice maybe you could give to up and coming projects or people who are unsure about buying their first NFT?
Well, my advice will always be figure out who is behind the project and also what this project is up to. Don't just look at the surface or this design or, this celebrity, but really what this project stands for. There's a lot of good projects that have good cause. I know the project they're helping homeless dogs. I know project like MetaBoom, they support musician and independent artists. Mm-hmm. There's also many different projects support different, certain group of people. And I would suggest you to find the one that you really believe and agree with their mission and value. And, don't worry about the price.
Right. Yeah. I couldn't agree more. Not financial advice, everyone,
but
financial. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, see what the team is doing, see what the project stands for, see the roadmap. That means like where are they going, and just see if you can vibe with it, and regardless of the price, that usually can be a good start.
Exactly, yeah. And then always, invest in something that you can afford. If you think it's too expensive, then it's not for you.
It's not for you.
Definitely.
Well said. Nice, brother. Well, what is the future looking like for Mr. Elton? Are you guys thinking about doing more watch collaborations? Are you doing more consultancy? Where are you headed in 2023 and beyond?
Yeah. So for the watch brand, you'll definitely be around. And then there's something that we'll do long term, just like any other watch brand. Yeah, so there will be new collections and new collaborations with, fashion brand in real life or metaverse fashion brands. It could be all being our, partners. And we're also looking to help other accessories or actual items to enter the metaverse with our experience. So like you said, watch, we'll keep doing it, and also we will start and keep helping people to enter the metaverse if the demand is there.
Dope, man. Very, very cool. And the last part I wanted to touch on was just your love of the NBA and basketball.
Yeah.
And you used to kind of work as an ambassador for the NBA in Taiwan, is that right?
I spent a small time with NBA Taiwan, and we had a small office back in the year. And then so we basically run the events and help players, for the accommodations and stuff when they're around.
Yeah, man, it's dope. It's kind of what I do with the music industry. Bring artists around, show them a good time in Asia and babysit them, really.
well, but we all got a job done.
Yeah, that's right. That's
nice.
Right. Dope, man. Well, I hope we can do more of that, in the future with COVID, hopefully starting to cool down. But yeah, man, I wish you nothing but success, and anything I can do, I'm always here to help. So
appreciate it.
Shout out to Solex and all your team.
Yeah, thanks, John.
Yeah, man.
节目一开始的时候，我们这位 Solex 手表的创办人来宾 Elton 提到，他们公司除了有在这所谓的以太坊杀手 Solana 区块链做手表的 NFT 以外，其实也有在做元宇宙的顾问咨询，好协助其他专案计划、其他产品呢来进入区块链和 NFT 的市场。好，那虽然说来宾他是2017年在好奇心驱使下才买了第一个比特币，而且是到去年才真正开始比较认真去研究区块链，把 NFT 跟他们传统手表做结合，但其实他们家已经在手表产业打滚了40年，算是大概台湾的一个手表经销商。好，只是因为最近几年科技时代的转变，苹果手表的销售量和吸引力就远远超过传统手表，所以 Elton 他才会决定来发行他们家手表的 NFT， 希望可以透过区块链、透过虚拟货币这类型的媒介呢，来帮助传统手表市场转型。加上因为他本身就有在打游戏，很懂那些线上游戏里面那个物品交易形式，让他不管是在区块链的领域，还是结合手表和 NFT 这种虚拟的概念，都更容易上手。重点是呢，他也因为当初打的那些游戏让英文进步了不少。好，打个游戏不但让英文进步，也让他创造出这个 Solex 手表的 NFT。到底谁说玩电动没营养欧北共？没有来开玩笑的。来听几个实用英文说法。 Medium 这个字听众朋友们应该不陌生，一般有中间、中等、适中的意思，像是衣服尺寸 M 号就是 medium， 或者是牛排5分熟，通常也可以用 medium 来表示。但有时候在其他情况下，同样一个 medium 也可以用来表达媒介哦。像刚刚我们来宾提到，他希望透过虚拟货币这样子的一个媒介，这样的一个 medium 来帮助传统手表市场转型，就是这样子的用法。只是要小心哦，它的复数形态比较特别，我们不加 s， 而是直接把 medium 变成 media。好，把字尾的 ium 变成 ia， 跟细菌 bacteria它的规则一样，一个细菌 bacterium， 那2个以上的细菌就是 bacteria。 另外一个 John 在听到来宾家里是从事手表买卖的消息之后，立马说了一个 sick。 好，这是非常口语非常道地的说法，跟生病完全没有关系哦，而是在表达一种很酷很帅，或者是让人意想不到惊讶的那种概念。例如朋友买了一台可能Lamborghini 兰博基尼超跑，这个帅爆，好，或者是哪天破纪录在超短时间内完成铁人3项，都可以说 Wow, that's so sick。 好，接着来宾提到他们 Solex 营运的利润有一半都是捐出去，帮助需要做心理疾病治疗的病人。好像不管是在北欧瑞典还是在美国西岸的旧金山，都有他们捐助的机构。那也因为他们公司营运的成功和这样充满爱的举动，打响了他们 Solex 名号，感动了不少业界的朋友，让很多公司呢主动来找他们做咨询。如果听众朋友你刚好也在想办法要进入元宇宙，进入区块链的领域，但是不知道怎么下手的话呢，这边 Elton 建议买 NFT 之前务必要先了解那个 NFT 项目是谁设计的，好，还有它的设计理念和目标是什么。像有的是支持流浪动物啦，有的是支持独立音乐， 好，或有的是像他们就是支持心理健康等等，要找一个和自己理念相同的，不要只看表面，只看他说哦是哪个名人的就一定好啊，或是看起来喜欢就买这样。好，是说他们未来也会持续去设计新款手表的 NFT， 而且也打算跟时尚品牌合作，所以如果有兴趣的话呢，或许可以从他们家的 NFT 系列开始研究哦。这边有一句很道地而且实用到不行的句子，我们来练习一下好吧。To be up to something. To be up to something. 它通常呢有两种意涵，一个是进行某事，好像刚才来宾说要先了解 NFT 设计人的理念跟 what they're up to, what they're doing， 要了解他们在做什么。好，或是也可以问人家说 Hey, what are you up to this weekend? 好，就是表达你这个周末要干嘛。好，那除了这样的用法以外，它也可以用来描述一个人心怀不轨。例如你看到有一个人在那边鬼鬼祟祟不知道在做什么，就可以说 I think he's up to something。 好，就是不知道他葫芦里在卖什么药。或者是也可以就直接说 he's up to no good。 好，记得两种意思，一个有 what are you doing 在干嘛，一个有意图不轨的概念，小心不要搞混咯。好啦，那上半段就先在这边告一段落，我们赶快继续听吧。
Do you mind if we switch gears a little bit to kind of the story of your life?
Would love to.
Yeah, man. So where do we begin? I would say, yeah, can you share a little bit about your background? What has Taiwan and the US maybe done for you?
Okay, so I was born and raised in Taiwan, actually. And then I went to high school here and took my SAT here in Taiwan.
All natural.
All natural, yeah. And then, so all my English was learned back in school at the time. There wasn't really good, like cram schools. All the cram school you go in Taipei 车站 is like, they have like thousands of people watching DVDs together,
Mm-hmm.
And and then I went to, so I took SAT and I went to States around 13 years ago. Yeah, to start my college. And then I started with taking an ESL program for a semester too.
Nice.
Yeah, so, and then I realized, learning language is not like it or not. It's a tool you needed to communicate with the world. Like we talked about earlier, why people are using English? Because this is the most commonly used language in the world at the moment, right? If one day Mandarin or Chinese become the most commonly used language, then we'll take the advantage. But for now, the advantage is somebody knows English, then we just need to, catch up.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's no disrespect to anybody's culture or their language skills. It's just right now we need a common ground, and it happens to be English. And you said that so well because it could flip. At any moment, in 5 years, it could be Mandarin, and then you're still happy. I'm still all right.
Yeah.
Luckily, as a white guy who speaks some Mandarin,
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it's nothing personal. I think a lot of people sometimes are like, hey, like, why? You're like, I don't want to speak English. It's like, well, you can get ahead,
Definitely. And like John said, you definitely get ahead, and then you will know more than, somebody else who doesn't speak English. Or you can even start from understanding English rather than speaking, right? I think speaking is being a huge challenge for a lot of people in Taiwan, because a lot of people here are pretty shy and express how they feel and stuff. Yeah, but you can always start with listening to the show and just catching up and understand some of the the native English, how English is being used by it's native speakers.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And like you said, it's a tool. And so during that process of you learning it in Taiwan, learning English, I should say, in Taiwan, and then applying it when you were in the US, do you remember anything that really helped you along with your own learning?
Yeah, so back at the time, ICRT was probably the only source we can get, from native speakers. But at the same time, it's also free for most of the people. You just need to have a radio, right? You can probably listen online or through streaming too, I guess. But still, I think that's one of the easiest way, and then, to be honest, one of the most efficient way, because in the end, you need to create an environment for you, to get used to this language, and just having English playing in the background, doing no matter whatever you're doing. I think that's one of the best way to do.
Yeah, man, I couldn't agree more. And I love that. Yeah, you kind of grew up listening to ICRT.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the crew at ICRT.
Yeah, thank you guys.
It's just it's cool, man. And so yeah, just like you said, if you're listening now, you're already on the right track.
Yep, definitely.
You know? So shout out to you out there listening to us. Blah,
yep.
blah, blah.
Yep.
Awesome, man. Well, do you remember any interesting stories when you went to the U.S., right? Your first time you went was in college, right? Is that correct?
Yep.
I know you entered a university. You were probably dealing with a lot of different culture. Do you remember any fun stories about that transition period?
Well, I guess that's something people call a cultural shock, right? When you first go there, you don't really understand what's going on, and then you hang out not just with Americans, but also with people from different countries.
All different countries, right?
You know, there's a lot of funny stories, and you know, a lot of like language-based, you know, jokes. People probably hear a lot, but you know, but I don't want to get into those. But you know, I can tell you, it happens a lot in the ESL class. You know, people don't really understand other people's language, and made a lot of, you know, jokes.
Yeah,
you know, back in the time,
man. Good stuff. And so, when did you actually come back to Taiwan?
So I actually moved back in 2009.
2009.
Yeah, so this 13 right after the college.
Okay,
because,
so finished college and came back.
Yeah, well, that wasn't the plan, but it was a financial crisis. Right.
Right,
So yeah,
right.
so you know, things happened, so I had to move back. Yeah, and then I spent a couple of years working, and then I went to GMBA.
Hey.
Yeah, I met Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you know, and then I started working, and most of the well, actually, I only worked for 3 companies before, and then 2 of them are American companies. So I can tell you, you know, English definitely helps, even just for finding a job here locally in Taiwan.
Yeah.
It definitely give you more, you know, advantage. Yeah, not even, you know, studying abroad, but I think knowing, you know, and especially if you're willing to speak or express in English, I think that will help you a lot.
Yeah, man, I couldn't agree more. And, you know, I really am curious, though, where did this sexy voice come from, my friend? Where's this cool, like mysterious Elton? Where did that come from?
I'm not sure how this, you know, sounds like on the radio, but, you know, my voice being like this since I was young. I was in the core and always, you know, on the lowest, what is it called, division, or, you know, in the bass. Yeah.
Yeah, man. The choir, you were like always the bass in the choir. It's very cool. Awesome, Elton. Well, we're coming to the end of the show here on NG Ingwen. Thank you for making some time. Congratulations on the company, the consulting work, and becoming a father.
Thank you so much, John.
Yeah, man.
Pleasure's mine.
Awesome. And the question I'd love to end with is, if you could go back and talk to a younger Elton, would there be any advice you give yourself about life, business, crypto, anything?
I would just give this advice to all the young people instead. Just try as much and as hard as you can, you know, and take the consequences. You know, stop thinking, just moving forward, and you'll get there.
Get after it.
Yep.
Whatever it is. Yeah. I love that, man. Well, you're doing that. You're living that. And it's just beautiful to see how your life's unfolding, man. So love to have you on the show. And I'm sure we'll be seeing each other very, very soon.
Definitely. Thanks, bro.
All right, brother. Well, where can people find Solex? Where can they find maybe your life online? Where can they find the social media?
Our website is solex.watch, I think, or you can just Google Solex, like Rolex, but start with a S for Superman. Yeah, then you can find the relative information.
Awesome, brother. All right, everyone. We will talk to you all next time. Thanks for joining us, Elton.
Thanks, John.
下半段这边来宾提到他也跟我们很多台湾学生一样，在台湾出生长大，在学校跟老师苦读英文，一直到后来高中要考美国大学入学考试 SAT 的时候，也是自己啃书啃来的。后来到美国念大学的时候，也是上了1个学期的英文语言课程。那这里他提到一点我觉得很不错的是，学英文我们不为其他，只为它是目前世界上最通用的语言。不是说其他国家的语言不够优秀啊，还是怎么样的，只是因为现阶段而言，它是最普遍、国际上最常用来沟通的语言，对不对？像以后如果我们中文取代英文变成最通用的语言的话，哇，那我们变成占有优势啊，对不对？就不用再另外去学。但现在因为英文是主要语言，如果我们想要跟国际接轨的话，那就势必要把它学好学满。好，所以各位听众朋友，每天拨点时间讲英文、听英文，就当是在帮自己的未来铺路咯。不管是像来宾一样听 ICRT 广播，还是听影集、听故事，直接就把英文当背景音在听这样子。好，不管怎样都好。 尽量就是想办法让自己沉浸在英文的环境里。这边我们来听几个片语 to get ahead to get ahead， 它有领先或是赢在起跑点的意思。像刚才他们说会英文的话，通常接收到的资讯就会比不会英文的人来得多，让你能够 get ahead， 能够领先其他人一点。另外一个片语 a head start， a head start 也可以表达类似的概念，大家赶快把它收到口袋字典里，改天找个机会用用看哦。好，那当然在练习的过程中一定会遇到一些瓶颈啊，或是闹笑话之类的嘛。像来宾到美国念大学的时候，在 ESL 第二外语课程里面遇到来自世界各地的人，和跟他们产生的一些语言文化冲击等等，我猜大概也是蛮好笑的啦，但可惜他没有分享出来。不过虽然来宾他在当地上了语言课程，在当地念大学，最后选择回来讲中文的台湾，但也是因为他这样的语言技能呢，让他在台湾的求职市场上呢占了不少优势。最后来宾想跟所有我们年轻的听众朋友们精神喊话。好，他说大家不管做什么事情都要尽力而为，尽100%的力量去做事，而且呢要勇敢承担，勇于接受后果，同时呢也不要东想西想的，就勇往直前，总有一天呢你会达到心中的目标。好啦，那希望大家都有从今天的内容学到一些东西，有兴趣的话呢可以到他们 Solex 的官网去看看有没有自己喜欢的手表哦。
All right, peace.
Take care, guys.
All right, well, that is our NG 英文 show for today. We hope everyone enjoyed listening to that. You can connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and now Spotify. You can search NG 英文, or you can search on IG, NG English ICRT. And don't forget to tune in every Wednesday morning from 6:30 to 7 and Wednesday night from 9 to 9:30. We'll catch you on the next episode. Bye-bye.
好啦，今天的节目就到这边告一段落啦，感谢各位的收听，别忘了订阅我们的 Spotify 还有 YouTube 频道哦。那喜欢我们节目的话，也要记得到 Instagram 到 IG 上追踪我们哦。如果各位有什么其他问题是想要问来宾的，也请欢迎在底下留言告诉我们，我们一定会想办法帮你问到手。好啦，那就下周在空中相会咯，拜拜。